Y'all, I just literally left the spiritual realm from the third heaven. The third heaven is hell. Third heaven is hell. And I'm going to just explain this. Please keep up with me, okay? So, Satan now taps me on my right shoulder, like when he wants to eat. Eat meaning the people in the raft. I sent a lot of people to the raft, and so have other high-ranking angels and the high priest and God and everybody else, right? So I kept getting knocks on my right hand side, and I'm like, "What's going on?" So mind you, prior y'all, before I threw my furniture in the trash and donated, a lot of everything, Satan was actually knocking at the foot of my bed trying to have sex with me. The incubus, succubus it was them two there to arouse me, Jezebel and all of that other stuff. But Satan was literally knocking at the foot of my bed trying to, it's like, he was like, girl, give me that pussy. Girl, give me that girl. Like, he seducing me. He came as my ordained spouse and everything, and this was when I was just green as shit. I was just getting a sense of my who I was in as Charmaine, as the Sharkana Glory through my early stages. So y'all, my like I said, I'm thinking this is my ordained spouse. It wasn't him in the dream, but he, before I extended into the dream, he came to me and was like, you got to go to work. Like, pretty much, I got to work or whatever. I was like, all right, cool. You want me to go right now? We communicating telepathically. He was like, not right now, but you got to take care of something. So I was like, okay. So he was soaring with me. I'm thinking we going to the house, and I just noticed it was just dark. It was dark. I know when I get to heaven, and I know when I get to certain parts of the spiritual realm where I'm at. But y'all, it was just black. It was black. It was like moonlight in the distance, but blue. I just seen blue, like I don't know what cut, like Halloween color blue, that pretty blue, and I just seen like trees, dark black trees, and like black volcanoes, mountain, not volcanoes, mountains, stuff like that. So I'm soaring and soaring, and Satan hit me, tapping me on my shoulder, and I noticed I'm going to his home. So French, he went back. I was like, I see you when I get home, talking telepathically or whatever. So after I was activated, y'all, they, I was being attacked on the spiritual realm. Like, it was spirit, ghosts, mice, cats, everything trying to attack me. So as I began to accelerate, y'all, it was like the fucking, what's that shit, the mummy, them little bugs that when they hit the sand, they turn alive, they become alive, right? So I just had, I can literally feel this crawling, these things crawling on me in the real, in the physical form, right? Physical realm. So I just began conquering them joints. I just began to snatch your ass up like some gang shit, bite your head off, throw you up against the wall type shit. Like, because I knew I wasn't fighting. It was demons in the spiritual realm. That's the best way I could freaking explain it. So anyway, I noticed that they began to make an alliance with me. They was like, I was like, look, and it was like they would like sit near me. I'm telling y'all some real stuff. They would sit near me, and it was like they was fighting off their own kind. And I was like, you here to protect me? And it was like, yeah, but at first I couldn't really communicate with them the way that I can now. Like, the way I communicate, my chakras light up. It's just like the inside of me illuminates with colors, right? So anyway, we soaring, and Lucifer looked good. I'm not gonna lie to you. He came to me before in the spiritual realm when my ordained spouse kept messing up, and it was like he was like, man, I can be a better man than he can. You already dealing with my own kind, because when he say king and queen of the moonlight, we are actually that. And I used to live, the Jezebel lifestyle. We were people of this world or whatever. We were. So he was like, if you mess with him, you might as well mess with me. And I'm like, I can't do that. That's forbidden. I just can't do that. And I'm not going to disrespect my dad. No, because if I do that, I'm going to be down in hell with your ass. And no. So anyway, as time went on, going through different stages. And when I say it got like a light, it began to get a little colorful, like with a little bit of like a purple, a blue, and then the moonlight began to shine. As close as the closer we got to Satan's home or whatever. So he was like, you're going to get cold. It's going to get cold here, so you might as well cover up. So in a spirit reality, I covered up with my blanket or whatever. So we still soaring, going through different places in hell, dimensions in hell, but it's still the third dimension, y'all. So we became across this, like, the Antarctic ice thing. So I was like, is your home in here? And he was like, yes. The movies y'all see about Antarctic, I'm telling y'all, King Kong, all that stuff, when they went through the clouds, that is really real. That's the hidden messages, y'all. This is my job, to decode and expose these motherfucking spawns in the real form, in the reality form of the human form, of the world. So we still going through whatever avenues, and we finally get to his home. And I know how an elevator go up and it gets to the floor. That's how I know when I get to my destination or whatever, in the spiritual realm. So we began to walk, and Satan began to shapeshift into people I dealt with in my previous life. And I'm like, okay, I knew all along you was just a little wicked motherfucker type shit. So he was like, yeah, I've been wanting your ass. And I was there by myself. I called out for God. I was called out for my top angel. And I already knew. I wasn't scared, though. That's the thing. I wasn't scared. So, so he was like, you by yourself. And I'm chuckling like, nigga, I will tear your ass up, and I'm more powerful than you. Stop playing with me type shit. So he started seducing me, y'all. I'm not lying. My little cakes got a little moist. Like, Jezebel started to try to kick in and shit. And I'm like, oh, no, we shutting this down. So Lilith came. I seen Lilith, y'all. She looked like a squid. She didn't have like a Medusa head. It was weird. And she kept shape shifting. She appeared in a human form. Man, she was bad. I ain't gonna lie. Them bad bitches y'all talk about, that's how she was, but she turned into the human form. I mean, her real form, because that's what I asked God for. And I asked God for, and even principalities of Satan. I want to see you in your real form. Fuck all this fake human shit. I want to see you in your real form. So I can't even describe what the fuck he looked like. It was just, okay, I think, I can't remember the name of that man. He was a scientist, and his grandson, it's a cartoon. He could port through different portals. It was like he had hair like that, but his hair, it was like, I can't explain it. It was like different shapes. I can't really explain it, y'all. So I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So him and Lilith, like, they put me in a sandwich, and they was like, oh yeah, we gonna get her. I was like, no, you're not, type shit. Y'all better get the fuck on. So they started, like, touching on one another, seducing one another, thinking that was gonna get me aroused. I'm looking at them like, okay, y'all motherfuckers done. Like, I ain't come here for that shit. Do this shit on your own time. And they was like, oh, we know you want it. I said, I'm not the same Charmaine. Back then, Yeah, I was all for threesomes, foursomes, group sex, and all of that shit. I'm not for that shit. Get the fuck out of here. So I kept walking. I let them do them. They was like, how dare she, like, clutching their little invisible freaking bones type shit. So I started walking, and he was just like, how the hell you in my home type shit, and you just act like it's your shit. I was like, look, I'm not here for that, Satan, Lucifer. No, Lucifer is his name. I said, I'm not here for that, Lucifer. And I met Lucifer in a real flesh, y'all, and I had sex with him. Listen, I'm telling y'all some real shit. Yes, I did. So, and he was married. He was a married man. Yes, that was Lucifer, y'all. And he was fine as a motherfucker, too. So I'm walking and I see all these workers, right? Workers. They were just like, they just looked sad. So I kept getting tugs at my foot, right? And I'm like, what is that? What is that on my foot? Like in real form, like right now, I was, not now, but I was like, what is that on my foot? But I was still in the spiritual realm. It was my pets on the demonic side, and they was like, hey, it's me. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? What is that? And that was them in their real form. And I figured it out. And I was like, oh, hey, what's up? And, I'm picking them up, kissing them and stuff like that. Yeah, I didn't care, because I'm the ruler of the world. And it's not me showing being, even disrespecting Satan. I didn't do that, right? So, because it wasn't time for me to, be bad about it or no shit like that. So we started flowing through this pool, y'all. The pool was fucking pitch black. Now, mind you, oh my gosh, thank you for Holy Spirit. It was a while ago, right? I was in the middle of doing the threesome, y'all. This girl put a bullet in my row, right? She pulled it out. It was like black freaking ink. My cum was black ink. That's why they call that black ink. Get out of here. Didn't I just say the girl was like a squid? Oh my God. Yes. Y'all, that's what the pool was. It was like black ink. Like, it was black ink, y'all. So I kept saying, Satan. And I was like, Lucifer, what is in here? He was like, don't touch it. I was like, and why don't you want me to touch it? And he was like, because you're going to bring brightness to this world. I don't want you to do that. I said, okay, I'm not going to do that. I said, but just know, even though you play a bad part in this world, you have to. It has to be some bad. It can't always be good, right? And I just started thinking, I'm the one that's here to change the world. So anyway, we started going to different dimensions, y'all. Y'all know how the circus, that's another thing, the circus. Circus cast spells. That fucking music cast spells on y'all. Don't go to no fucking carnivals. Stop doing that shit. Shaka Khan is going to build a whole motherfucking carnival, and the rest of us chosen was, we going to build amusement parks just for us, for the good people, right? So y'all just seen this, like, them, the octopus with all the arms, the little ride. That joint started, like, and it was like fire. I seen fire. But the thing is, it was cold. It was like cold there. It was not hot. Even though you would think hell is like blazing hot, you gonna burn like how the temperature is outside, like 100-something degrees. It wasn't like that at all. It was actually cold there. So we walking in that machine type thing was just smashing shit. So we go into another dimension, the portals, right? I look in this, like in the ceiling, and it was like, you could see the outside of it. It was blue, like heaven was dropping bodies. Man, I just seen piles of bodies, right, or piling up. And then those were the people that were sent to their wrath, that we, us earth angels, that denied God, the stiff necks, hard and heart, y'all. So I started going into another dimension, and it was like babies, right? So those, the GMC, I told y'all that was the GMC vehicle. And I kept saying, I like the GMC trucks. I like GMC trucks. It was the meaning behind it, y'all. Those are genetically mechanical children. So I was like, what are you doing with them? Y'all see those mandatory shots. They was taking our shots, mixing them, and Satan was programming them to be what they want them to be, like the new creation. Like if you look at the underworld, that's exactly how I could also describe the place. It was like the underworld, how the caves were with the werewolves and stuff and shit like that. That's how it was. It was dark like that, y'all. So I just started seeing vampires, like different entities. I don't even know the names of these jokers. They were not the late skulls. They was little fallen angels or some shit. Like, listen, some movie type shit, okay? So I just kept going, and y'all, they started getting horny, started beating their meat rolls and stuff like that. I'm like, what the fuck? You gotta understand. Yes, that's another story. Yeah, I used to be a Jezebel, and for Satan to want to have sex with me, y'all should know it's a powerful thing. They wanted they wanted to have sex with me to end all of God's creation. Let's just say that. So I'm walking. Y'all, the kids' eyes look like freaking TV. Like the kids watching the TVs. Like, that's what I'm saying. Them fucking kids is watching TV. Yes! Thank you, Father God. Kids is watching TVs. Those kids, genetically mechanical demons of children, are mind controlling the kids in a real freaking form. Listen, I'm telling you, listen, make them kids go outside, make them kids do some yard work, do some other shit. I'm telling you some real shit. So we still going, right? We still going. So I'm looking at the water. The ink or whatever. So Satan started again shape shifting and just trying to seduce me type shit. He wanted this motherfucker Ralph real. I was like, Satan, stop playing with me. I got a whole ordained spouse. I'm not fitting to jeopardize. I said, look, I'm not even I don't know how to explain shit to you. Get the fuck out of my way type shit. So he started to go berserk. See, that's what I'm talking about. You are so arrogant. You think you the shit. And I heard that before, y'all. And it's like, I didn't do anything to appear that way. It was just me standing my ground. Like, you mad because you can't get your way and you want to call me arrogant. Y'all, I heard that before in other demons, right? And when I was in Venus Lifestyle, I was a Jezebel. Men, women pay me for my time, not always sexually either. So he just started flipping the fuck out. Started like, the walls started to turn like a bluish purple. And then the shit started turning motherfucking red, bitch. We were in goddamn hell for real. We were in the middle of hell, and I told you in the previous video I seen people that were stuck in their raft kept going around like zombified. Like, I can't. It was just some zombie-ish type shit. They were just stuck, mummified. Man, we was sitting in the middle of that lava lake, fire, and then that motherfucker started getting hot. Oh, it was hot than a bitch up in that motherfucker. I was like, okay. So he was like, I'm so sick and tired of your arrogance. I said, you don't really want me to dismantle this bitch. So you best to calm the fuck down, right? So when I said dismantle, I got my mind and I just started thinking about the river, the lake. You don't want me to light this motherfucker up because all your people going to come on the winning side, right? That was the green light. That was all I needed to see. So he started seducing me, and I let him. And I was like, see you mother. No, this is what happened. I'm sorry. This is what happened. So I started talking shit to his ass. The motherfucker started getting turned on, right? I said, you motherfucker, you got me fucked up in this bitch if you think that I'm gonna bow down to you and God passed me the torch, your former boss passed me the torch. I said, nigga, you got me fucked up in this bitch. This motherfucker started getting aroused. So I pays attention, y'all. I pays attention. I'm a strategic motherfucker. I'm a bad motherfucker. Like I'm the Denzel Washington. I fix shit out. So I was like, okay. So he was like, oh my God, you got me. Oh Lord, I love that shit. Y'all, that motherfucker meat roll, I have this wasn't a normal meat roll. I'm talking about his penis. It was some, oh my God. Listen, I didn't even fully see the whole thing. I did not want to see the whole thing. I just know it was like a grayish. The veins was purple. It was not no human type shit. I just know that motherfucker was real goddamn long, and I didn't want no parts of that shit, right? So I was like, Satan, you would never get this good pussy, okay? Never, ever, 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 ever. So he was like, oh my God, who she make me so fucking sick? This motherfucker. He was mad as shit. He said, but I love that shit. I ain't never had no motherfucking body talk to me like that. Like, I love this shit. You turning me the fuck on type shit. I'm like, So he started like really dismantling his own shit, right? Flipping out. It's like, fuck that shit. Get her, y'all. Get her. Y'all, I looked at the motherfuckers. They was not about to get me. So y'all, whatever the fuck Satan's top matter of fact, y'all, it was the fourth horseman in fucking hell. Yes, bitch. It was the fourth horseman. Y'all, I seen that joint, girl. Oh my God. It was like heads on top of heads. Heads like freaking, it wasn't horses. It was so many heads, animal heads, human heads, demons, spirits. Man, that motherfucker was flaming, okay? Flaming, flaming. And that motherfucker was trying to get me. I got the fuck about that bitch. And I just start touching shit, bringing light. And you know, as I'm going through different areas of the his universe, right? I was like, whoever want to submit to God, submit now. When I say my inside started lighting up, and I was like, get the fuck out of here, y'all. Go, like, go ahead and go get out of here, get everybody that want to be saved, get them out of here. And I said, you better submit to God right now, like. And I just kept getting real loud, and my voice started echoing, and I just started slowing down. I was like, what the fuck am I running for? When I say the interior started to really dismantle and color started to come, and then the more mad I got, my chakras began to emit, it began to illuminate. Like my inside began to be so colorful up in that joint, in that dark place. And when I say even the fourth horseman was unleashed, y'all. The fourth horseman also came to me a few days ago, y'all. I'm telling you, and I heard that Joey speak. It was like I don't know what type of language. It was speaking human, but it sounded like a damn mummy. It was like, like, and he was submitting to me, y'all. When I say, and I didn't get a chance to meet Leela's daughter. I forgot her name. But when I say, y'all, so I was getting everybody out of there, helping them, like scooping them up. It was like they were like little flies in my wings, scooping them up, getting them the fuck up out of there. And they was just crying, surrendering to God. And their colors, like they started to be colorful too. And their wings, y'all, expanding. These are the people that was there back when Jesus put their ass in hell. Like God put them in hell. Like New Testament, Old Testament type shit. They've been there all that time. So I say this to say, the people that's in the wrath, y'all gonna be there for a long motherfucking time. A long motherfucking time. Listen, bitch. Excuse me for cursing. They was there for millions of freaking years. Okay? They was there since God first created the world type shit. When Adam took a bite of that daggone apple type shit. Yeah. Or whatever the girl name is. Oh, Eve. Sorry. Eve took a bite of that daggone thing. And that's another thing that I seen Leviathan. Bitch, I seen Leviathan slithering his ass into the motherfucker where we were going to before we got to the pool, the ink pool. Y'all, man, oh man, oh man, it got real up in that joint. But listen, when I say Lilith even came, like, cause I began to expand, let everybody get out, and I slowed down. I always pay attention and let everybody get ahead of me, and then go back and make sure everyone is out, right? So that's what I did, and I see fucking fourth horseman coming. Oh, that motherfucker! Like everything up underneath for Satan was firing up. Like I'm telling you, this is what's gonna happen to y'all, motherfuckers. They keep having y'all heart and heart stiff necks. Oh, a lot of y'all motherfuckers are done. Let's get that clear. A lot of y'all people of this world are done. But I'm talking about the people that still have a chance, man. So when I say the fourth horseman went past me, he was going to, like I said, to get y'all motherfuckers is keep fucking denying God. So when I say I knew what I needed to do to say it, to really fuck his ass up. So I came as leader. I started shape shifting, right? And I started like arousing him. I started like wearing this little sexy shit to get him aroused, to distract him, right? So the motherfucker, and I came as me, and I was saying, you want this motherfucker, right? So he was like he snapped the fuck out of that shit. Man, I was like, yeah, this your opportunity in mid-air, come get it type shit. Like we were in mid motherfucking air, almost to the dimension. I don't know. It had to be the freaking it was the second, the dimension from the second. I know it sounds crazy. The third dimension, and then it's no, it's the first, second, third heaven. Third heaven is hell. Second heaven is like earth. So we was right there before we got to earth, y'all. But it was like backwards. I can't explain it. So anyway, in mid-air, I start seducing the motherfucker. His Negro. Oh my God. Like, he started whipping that. Like, thought he was going to, like, shove that shit up in me. Like, he was, like, getting ready. You know how a scorpion adjusts their pointer? That's how he was getting ready to, like, strike it type shit. Man, I stuck this dagger in his motherfucking ass, and he was toasty roasty, bitch. He was done. And I hurried up and skedaddle my ass on to earth so that I can wake the fuck up. And I'm here to tell y'all the motherfucking story now. Get left behind if the fuck you want. You are going to be fucking done. You're going to be stuck there for millions of centuries of goddamn years. See, Satan trying to shut me up. The hell with you. Return to sender. Okay? But I'm telling y'all some real shit. And it's what? 28:43 on the watch. Y'all, it got real up in that joint. It got so real. But, yep, this is your hell on earth. Your we checking temperatures is your free will. So peace out, share. Yeah, share, spread the word. I'm telling y'all, spread the word. Get everybody on board, and y'all gotta mean it. Y'all gotta mean it if y'all wanna be on in the book of life. Y'all gotta mean it. Y'all gonna have to work. I'm telling you now, you gonna have to work. It's not gonna be nothing that's gonna be handed to you. You're gonna work for everything that you want. It's not gonna be given to y'all the same way us chosen ones had to go through the shit for years. You hear me? Years. 20 years, 40 years plus. You gonna have to work. So ain't nothing is ever given to you. Don't get it twisted. You gonna work for this shit. So peace out. Get God. Toodles.